All right, here we are doing our weekly comment response, question and answer, a little video. We're trying to do this every week, as we said. So I'm going to go through, I think we got 7 or 8 comments here, and we'll see what they have in store. All right, first one we got here. This one is a little interesting. It says that he owns a 97 Honda Accord. Every time he shifts from park to drive, the car shifts forward. Sounds like a kind of a lunging. A mechanic recommended control arms and ball joints. That kind of sounds like the mechanic just recommended something unrelated that he just saw was going bad. I don't think that's really going to have anything to do with the transmission. Maybe I'm wondering if this happens when the vehicle is hot or when it's cold. When the vehicle is cold and it's revving higher, it might have a more harsh engagement when you put it into drive. If it's doing it all the time, yeah, that might need to be looked into by a transmission specialist if it's a major problem. I mean, sometimes those are the kind of things that people just live with, to be honest. I mean, because transmission repairs can be expensive, and I don't think we're transmission experts. So I mean, maybe manual transmission. I've rebuilt some of them, but definitely not automatic. Okay, moving on. Let's see. They would like us to do a video on a POS Ford Taurus. How to pass the emissions test. I mean, I guess some quick advice. I would say definitely want to make sure that thing's tuned up. If it has any check engine lights, you definitely need to take care of those issues. I don't know what state this is out of, so the emissions laws are different everywhere. In California, it's really strict here, so I mean, your vehicle has to be running in tip-top shape, or you're probably not going to pass. We don't have any Ford Tauruses, though. I don't know anybody that has one, so it might be difficult to get to that. But if you have any more specific questions, let us know. Moving on. Let's see. What is the anatomy inside the engine itself? Oh, we'll have to definitely make a video about that. I don't know if I have... maybe we can find a junk engine block somewhere and go over that. We'll have to work on that. I have some disassembled engine stuff at home, so yeah, we could probably lay it out. It might not even have to necessarily be matching stuff, as long as we have the components, a head, a block, manifolds maybe. We'll see what we can go over. Yeah, so we'll have to work on that one a little bit. Let's see, next. Can you please tell me exactly what kind of air compressor you are using to power your air tools in this video? I need air tools for a major repair and I'm doing on my Sienna and cannot find any. This was the shock video for the Corolla. Oh, we were using the big ol', that one was the big ol' 30-gallon, wasn't it? Over in my garage. Yeah, that's actually a pretty serious air compressor. It's like a 5 horsepower Craftsman. It's actually kind of old, but it's had light use, so haven't had to do anything to maintain it. I think it's like maintenance free. But yeah, we have a few of them. One that we have is the upright, what is that, like 17-gallon? I think basically most of them that we have are all Craftsman. I have a little portable, like pancake style, that you can throw in your trunk or in the back of your truck or whatever. It's only like 6 gallons, but when you need to get a quick job done and you need to be mobile, it's a cool thing to have. Yeah, I got the 30-gallon Craftsman, the pancake Craftsman. We got the little upright Craftsman here, and another one that I use is just an old funky Campbell Hausfeld one. It's really old and it's pretty inefficient, so I wouldn't recommend that one. But yeah, Campbell Hausfeld and Craftsman. What Ingersoll Rand makes good ones, but those are expensive. You can always get them at Harbor Freight if one of those stores are in your area. Yeah, I mean, air compressors, I don't know. I don't think I'm an expert on them, but as long as they have a decent capacity so that it's not constantly recharging, because if you get one of those really small pancake style ones and you're running a 1/2 inch impact gun on it, it's gonna run out of air really quickly. So you do need a decent sized air tank as part of that compressor. Well, probably at least, like, I would say like 15-20 gallon would be nice, if you can swing that. But anyways, if you have any more questions, let us know. Next one, let's see. Honda Odyssey 2007. Turning the steering wheel, I hear a chatter noise. Will flushing fix this? If it's like a power steering pump thing, usually that would be like a groaning noise. I'm not sure if this vehicle has a hydraulic system or an electric. Thinking hydraulic because this is asking about a flush. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. If you're having noises when you're turning your steering wheel, it could be other things like going on with like the suspension. Yeah, I would definitely take a good look underneath the vehicle. I mean, if you can run it down to a shop and have them do an inspection of the front end, that would be good. Because, I mean, chattering noise, off the top of my head, I don't really know exactly what that is. Next question. Would this be safe for the blower for the interior? Oh, this is referring to our evaporator cleaning. Let's see, will it be safe for the blower motor? Well, I think the way it's designed, basically, it won't get that far. I think that might have something to do with why they only have you do half the can at a time, so that it doesn't get too far into the system and get into electrical stuff. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but definitely follow the directions. I'll say that. But yeah, I don't think it's going to affect the blower motor. I don't think it's going to get that far to where it would get into it or damage it. And even if it did get to the blower motor, the connections on that thing should be sealed up pretty well, and I don't think it would damage it anyways. So let's see. Moving on. Ooh, nice video, but could this work on my 1990 Integra? Oh, engine air filter. I believe on the 90 Integra, trying to think, it's pretty similar. Changing the air filter on the 90 Integra, I don't know if that air box, it's a matter of whether the air box is held together with screws or it just has like spring-loaded clips that you would have to just pop off. But either way, it's pretty straightforward. Or if you want to send a picture of what the air box looks like, we can always do that too. Maybe. Or there's Google, I don't know. Anyways, oh man, this is a long one. Australian, nice. A manual transmission 2.4 IV Tech Accord Euro, which USA is called the Acura. Is it? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure which one that is. I think oh, you know what? It must be the same as like a TSX. Maybe that's what it is. Anyways, let me see. It has vibration. Already replaced one engine mount and one transmission mount. The others are all right. Took it to a specialist to inspect. The two front shafts are okay. I'm thinking that must be the CV shafts. I bought this car a couple months ago. I thought it would just be a mount. The previous owner replaced the clutch. I asked him if the mechanic machined the flywheel, and he says yes, he saw them doing it. However, I asked him if the vibration was there, but he's not sure. He thinks it wasn't. Oh geez, it sounds like some runaround stuff, unfortunately, for this guy. Vibration happens when I'm stopped after 2,000 RPMs, or when I reduce the gear, for example, downshifting, or, shifting from third to fourth. I'm not sure about that one. If, you know, the one thing though that I noticed is I had a broken engine mount before, and it does matter if you replace it with a good one, with a quality part. I got the cheap eBay mount and put it on my Civic, and the problem was fixed, but I still had vibration. And then all the other mounts were good. And then what I did is well, instead of spending a bunch of money for a brand new mount from the dealer, because I did want the original quality mount, but what I did is I just went to the junkyard and looked for one in good condition. As soon as I popped that thing in, vibration was gone. So I don't know if this could be an aftermarket part issue, but that's one thing I would check. Besides that, keep us posted, I guess. Okay, so I think that's it. So any other future questions or comments, we'll work to help answer them for you, or at least give some sort of advice to hopefully ease the pain of the problems you might be having. What else do I need to mention? I think that's about it. All right, so we'll hopefully see you again next week.